Okay, first things first, the Nova Launcher. This is by far one of the most popular and liked launchers on the entire Google Play Store. It just has one of the most elegant and precise style of all of them. If you just want a hassle-free and normal experience on your home screen without working too much, this is the way to go. It is inspired by the stock Android experience provided by Google. It is just amazing in every way. You can change the style of the icons, you can choose between dark theme and light theme, which is kind of amazing. But you want to know what else is amazing? Sub to the channel. I mean, seriously guys, please. Well, if your device does not have an AMOLED panel, you're not going to get any benefits from going dark. So I would say, go white. It just looks a lot cleaner and it does not have any problems like letter leaking like you normally have on black backgrounds and white letters. There's also loads of customization options like changing the size of the icons, changing the number of icon grids on your home screen. Keep in mind that there is also a Nova Prime, which is quite cheap. If you can get it, you'll have one of the most simplest yet most powerful launchers on entire Google Play Store. Now coming in at number 2, we have KLWP Pro. Like really, sky is the limit here. Also keep in mind that this is not a launcher. Instead, it is a live wallpaper generator. Just by the sheer number of options to choose from, the number of customizable elements it has, it can get extremely overwhelming extremely easily. Like it has its own set of components and texts showing and updating at different times, showing different kind of information based on the formulas you put on them. You can even program them to open some other applications if you want. It can get pretty overwhelming if you start from scratch. There are just plethora of options and presets available on Play Store to download. I would say use one of those. But do not get me wrong, if you can spend some of your time into making some of these wallpapers, you're going to create some of the most ultra minimalist yet utility rich wallpapers which will look no more short of a launcher and will catch other people's eyes, which is a plus. Now coming in at number 3, we have Lawnchair. Yes, the pun is intended by the developers themselves. Now if you just want a different looking home screen without any hassle, you can just install this application, go into your mobile phone setting, change the default launcher into Lawnchair, and yes, it is good to go out of the box and it'll look just fine. But do not let this simplicity fool you. Like remember when Google announced the new Android 12 at the Google I/O 2021, it was announced with a huge design overhaul. The first design overall after Android 4, Ice Cream Sandwich, and this design was extremely cleverly named
Material U.
Like after the announcement of this particular design signature for Android 12, the entire community of Android just went crazy. There was no application on the entire Google Play Store that could replicate this design signature, especially the wallpaper accented icons. That is when this particular application launcher, I mean not this particular one that is available on the Play Store, the other version that is not available on the Play Store but is available on the developer's Telegram channel, links in the description, decided to launch some of the features onto their launcher application. Well, using that, we managed to create some of the home screens. Now, of course, applications like calculators were not accented using those, but well, the home screens are still the home screens. And applications like KWGT also helped in making the widgets, which created some extremely fascinating replicas of Android 12's Material U design. Now coming in at number 4, we have KWGT Pro. Now as mentioned before, this application helped us to create Android 12's Material U design widgets for home screen. Well, this particular widget creator app can get pretty complex. Being from the custom family, there is a bit of a learning curve here. Well, there are loads of components, loads of text, loads of formulas doing different things at different times. Well, there are loads of presets available on Play Store. I highly recommend using those because if you want to make one from scratch, you're going to spend a lot of time learning this. Also, there's a Pro key available, which I highly recommend to get because most of the presets are available for only the Pro version. Now coming in at number 5, we have the iOS 16 launcher. Now for the most part, I downloaded this particular application as a joke. I just wanted to see how well they replicated the iOS 16, but I was kind of amazed at the accuracy. Now if you're just kind of bored of your normal launcher, you can just download this application and use it. It's not a problem. Now just try to keep away from the Android fans out there. They may try to come at you. Well, it was a joke. Do not really. Now you can even change the layout of your entire home screen. There is an option which will let you change your layout after you're greeted with an ad. Inside the layout customization, there are just several normal customization options like changing the icon size or changing the number of icon grid on your home screen. Now keep in mind that you'll need 3 more applications for this to work properly. Now the lock screen application does not work seamlessly. It just looks like the smartphone is having a seizure. Android smartphones for now does not have a single way to bypass the original lock screen via some third-party launcher's lock screen, mostly because of security reasons. Also, if you have some kind of lock screen passcode set, you'll have to unlock your screen first, then you'll be greeted with this application's lock screen, which just does not look neat. Also, I couldn't get the control panel application to work, but most probably it was just me failing to figure it out how. But hey, maybe this application does not have the fluidity and the simplicity of the other applications or launchers I mentioned before in this video, but this sure has some amazing collection of iOS themed wallpapers that'll give your smartphones a completely different look every time you set a different wallpaper up. So well, this is it for today. I'm House the Guy, and I'll catch you on the next one. Have a nice day.